Alright guys, welcome. As you can see, I'm at the start of a PvP game, which we'll see how it's going. Let me just roll the intro for a second on this pre-game lobby, and then we'll start talking. Alright, there we go. That should be enough. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome. I'm in PvP. I've been PvPing a while now, actually. I've been up for a long time. I tried to sleep last night, but I couldn't because my whole schedule's so messed up. So I hardly slept at all, pretty much. I basically haven't, which kind of sucks because the day's just beginning now. Oh, that's going to be way too loud, isn't it? Let's turn that down a bit. The day's just beginning now, and I've got stuff going on, so I'm going to be a bit of a zombie as we go forwards. But, yeah, I've been PvPing, doing both EU and NA, resetting my placements. Obviously, we start swimming in money as soon as we do this. I'm doing this for the Jahai, for a couple of reasons as far as Master is concerned. One is for the Jahai Bluffs loot, for those unlocks we were looking at before that we instead spent on the Sky Scale. And the other is for the llama that we get from the Byzantium chest, which I've actually already earned, but hey. So yeah, the build I'm on at the moment is a very glass, very silly, not necessarily meta, escape artist, burst mirage build, which hopefully we can make some plays on. It's pretty good at chasing down soul beasts, I will say that. So I need to massive viz to get this guy out. If he dies in the rapid fire, he died into the poison, but we can res him. Again, also face roll aspect of Ranger. The poison was there because he just gets free poison at high health. So yeah, we're doing it basically for that loot. This is good for basically annihilating Scourge, Soul Beast, a couple of other builds. I feel like I should have been invulnerable there. I was actually trying to go onto the building on that. Oh, good. Oh, you just saw Escape Artist. There it is. That was the Escape Artist right there. Did you guys see that? Oh my god, beautiful. We get the kill now, I think. Probably. Oh, if I got my 2, it would have worked perfectly. We had that kill. It was so easy. It's such a shame that my respawns just blatantly ignored this fight. It would have been 100% fine. Oh, that's so frustrating because that was such an easy kill. But basically, every time I stealth, I generate an instant clone. And people aren't... The way that a lot of people tell what clones look like in PvP and know to ignore them is through the skills that generate them, and you kind of get used to it. But on Escape Artist, it's just whenever they gain stealth, the clone comes. So it looks like the Mesmer has turned around. And people waste bursts and attacks and things. And the trait literally saved our life there. I could have gone to the gate, obviously. Here, this guy's going to go for plasma, so I needed to hide. But I don't actually know whether it was just sword 2 there or still. This is a shit game, guys. This is an awful game. I couldn't even get out of base. There's basically no opportunities. I don't know what's going on at home, and I don't know who it is that's... We are just decapping far. I don't know. Home's fine now, and maybe we can actually push out and do something. I've not been able to really engage on anyone all game. This Dagger Storm, he probably doesn't need my help, but I don't trust... okay, he's hiding in the elite, so that's fine. We got another Scourge in the back there, and if he's blood, we got to get ready for a big blood res here. So the best way to deal with that is with an instant stomp, their curses, and they're pressuring me really hard. And where's all my allies gone? What is this? I had 2 allies here a second ago. Didn't I? Or was it just a thief? This is gross. Okay, he's not even going to res me. Watch this. He's near me. He could have resed, and he's wandering off. He's gone for the kill. Maybe we get the rally. Maybe. One of my guys goes down. They self-res. Do they see my bandage? Alright, I can bandage at least. So we get up from this. This is honestly so easy right now. Why didn't my thingy point? We've got the soul beast. I just can't be like this. I'll tell you what the problem is that I've got 2 thieves.
You've lost the quarry.
So we have no presence on any node. They just bail instantly and they're not supporting any fights. They're not taking any real engagements. And my build is not a duelist. See, this guy hopefully thinks I'm a clone right now, so he's not gonna attack it. But look, both of these, you may think, WP, why are you just standing by that wall wasting time? These guys, these 2 people I'm against are wasting every bit as much time as I am here. They were both just standing there doing absolutely nothing, watching for me. We'll still kill the Scourge. The question is, do we get the Stomp? Or the Pressure, because he's got Stab. So will he get bursted back down into the grounds? There you go. We basically got this here now. Because now the Scourge tries to res. Oh no, my magic bullet missed. And he's blood. Okay, never mind. Look, I can't be asked to 2v1 on this build. Scourge is still very low. That could have been really nasty. We can take this decap. Where is my team? We just don't have one. Still no one's in there. 2 super low targets. Someone's at Lord for some reason. Which is an absurdly terrible play. Complete waste of time. He's one of the only people on the team that could do something and have some presence in a fight. We have 2 thieves. And he's choosing to spend his presence at Lord. It's a very bad play. Before 350. Oh, look, I got a plus. We have 2 thieves. I got a plus. Incredible. You cap. Don't have me cap. You do it. I don't believe that you rotate enough. Normally I would, but I don't actually believe that he's going to be of any value. Any value over me coming here. Because I can actually pressure this harder. That was a great pull from the Reaper. That was very cool. Of course Elixir S is up, so that was a bit silly of me. Mind Rack isn't really a big cooldown to blow anyway. That was nice getting the Photon Forge too. This is actually really dicey and I just need to leave. There's no way I can get that because that's blood. So what we do is we change stealths here. And we see what happens. He got another kill. The Prime Light's kind of scary. If that Hollow was really good, he would have retargeted that to me. The Soul Beast is tunnel visioning me, and unless I can LOS there, I'm dead. No, I can't. Because 1500 range is balanced. Yeah, this is a horrible game to load in, but that's what always happens on stream. We have sides, but only for seconds. We were 2v4 in this engagement. Yeah, and he hasn't killed Lord. Yeah, this is basically, yeah, so this is a super cheesy stealth heavy Mesmer that just bursts, and if it doesn't get the kill, then it can just kind of rotate off and do its thing. I'm actually really enjoying it, though, to be honest. I really am enjoying it. And it also, it's running the torch traits and the pistol stuff. Obviously, there's no staff, right? So that's the main thing. I tried to make this work with sword for a long time too, but it didn't really. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to try and save this guy, but he needs to not attack and reveal himself. That's exactly what he did. So now we have to try and counter pressure this. He reflected all the Condi onto the body there, so we have to be very careful. Alright, we've got it. When he fears, I'm going to distort just in case. That's what that invulnerable was. Now we can leave. See, I shouldn't be doing that. It should be some of these other guys. Oh, look, we didn't get Lord. Oh, what a waste of time that was. This guy's dying. That's my bad. That was me being stupid. I was looking too much over it. I'll just help him. I threw out a diversion there just in case he was going to heal. Usually you can time heal interrupts really easily on pretty much any Necro build in the game. Is he dying to the downstate? Come on, man. Decap it at least. What are you doing? Did I just let myself get decapped? So, like, look at this. These are people with kill streak boosters and stuff. Not a good time to be queuing. That guy just stole into blind, which was not very good. My SD ally is doing a good job at least. We got to watch for this respawn, so put him back off the side of the node here. And hopefully my friend doesn't die. We basically just want to retarget to the thing that we know we can hit for now. and then throw something out at this guy.
You've lost the quarry.
I don't know. I want to stay. Oh, well, hold on. You know what? Probably it's a free win if I just focus this Soul Beast. I'm kind of concerned this guy's about to get burst by the thief, so I just want to watch this. This is genuinely. This could be a. What is he doing? He's over there again. It was kind of cool. A couple of hours ago, I saw Jebro in a queue. I very rarely see Jebro in queues, but I did see him in an AQ earlier on. It was kind of a really wonky, poorly matched game. We'll see if we can help over here. We are getting closer to 350 now, after all.
You've taken the graveyard.
They're bailing out, it seems. He's running traps, stealth traps. Lord push early. Okay. We have the Scourge crossing. So hopefully he gets on node. He won't.
Captured the quarry.
So I can't open with stealth here because I can't allow us to get decapped. But that means that this guy's going to free cast on me here. And now his pet's knocked me down in front of a thief, which could have been bad. So I just saw. He waited for Distort to run out. I still have the Soul Beast on me. I've been sickened, so the mass invis didn't work. I was actually trying to stowcast that. I'm standing on no line of sight. Sorry, no valid path spot. This guy's brain dead smoke scale could actually kill me, just by the way. Full brain dead. Look at this. He's not actually doing anything, and he's gonna be able to pressure the kill. We have to come up now because otherwise I die. Here he bursted. He shot the clone. I would like to pressure, but the Necro could quite comfortably get me. Smoke scale comes up the ledge because it's the most overpowered pet in the game. It sprints round because they have way too much access to super speed. I'm in front of their base, by the way, and this is terrible, but I get the combat break. If I can blow up this Scourge now, it's very good. In fact, he's going to let me decap before I blow him up, which is even better. We might get neutralized from behind there. I have to help these guys secure this fight. And then maybe we win the game, because maybe we go Lord. Maybe we do win the game, actually. Is there already someone there? I don't know. That's a pet. The blood res in the corner is pretty scary. This is a sand shards build as well, by the way. So it's just absurd burst. When you get in and you do your burst, it's absurd. It's fucking crazy. So yeah, now we can go Lord and we win. But we have to go. I would love to go through this gate so I can intercept a respawn. The problem is that that gate's not down and I'm a Condi build, so I can't quite do that. So I'm going to blow Blink here, which means I'm very vulnerable when I go in. Here, look, they're moving through. I could have already, like, pulled them off a bit here.
You've taken the graveyard.
So this is now a throw if we lose this fight.
You've lost the
I'm not sure. We have to stay on the Scourge, probably. There's just too many targets. That's a good interrupt there. My Ranger helped me with that. Now, do we keep the body down? No, instant rally. Because this guy DCs. Why? Why DC? Why? We actually have a shot at this now. That's really bad. I ate Torch 4. I have to stand still and make sure I don't take any extra damage from Torment. We could stealth stomp that. That could be a... it could still be a win. But the respawns, this Soul Beast is going to come back and he's going to pew pew pew. There he is. He's there right now. I can't do anything. And if this guy was smart, he would have killed me already. He's tunnel visioning. I need to go back to the map. I think we've lost that. Fuck. I don't know. This is really dicey. But every second that we don't... Okay, our Ranger's neutralizing there. I got the reset. I don't have another mass invis for that res. It's just two... We're two outnumbered. Look at it. It's crazy. Lord is low-ish. Hold on. Let's try this. Ready? Can't believe what has happened in this game here. I can't help but feel I would not normally be doing this whatsoever. Okay, we can 1v1 this. Once again, he's shooting clone. He's going to try and stealth out. Okay, never mind. The hollow's here. We're fucked. Throw a random diversion out in the hope that it interrupts some aggression. We have to line of sight on this. Mass invis. Do you see how low and pressured this guy is?
You lost the graveyard.
He chanced a random worldly impact, which we could get with the axe. Now we go up onto this and down the other side so he can't longbow us. Okay, the SD thief jumped on it. That's good. This guy overheated. That's also good. I'm going to stealth at the end of his stealth so he doesn't know. I shouldn't have really stood next to... Ah, he's going to res that, isn't he? No? Oh, that is him. I was a bit stupid there. This is really awkward. I can't engage Lord because this is coming back, so... What is this, guys? This is not very gameplay. What was he shooting? What was he shooting there? What was that? This thief's going to jump on me. I need to chain a block there. Got it. Lord's back up to 100. I hate that I got baited into this. But we are winning the map because we're just... I don't want to use the word farming, but we're getting some good damage on them on respawn, and we're eliminating this player at least. So here, what we can do is the... oh, he had GS4, so I should have anticipated that. That was a mistake.
Captured the quarry.
But there's a really nice combo that I actually just did there, which is when you use decoy, and on an escape artist build, so the hollow's coming as well because my ally died. I can't help the thief hold that node because it's going to be 2v3 and it's a thief. I mean, we're kind of screwed because we got 2 thieves anyway. But yeah, they're good. They bailed out. Well done. They know how to play. They might actually win this for us. This Scourge just threw by coming here. He ported back at least, but I think I can still kill this. He's dropping his marks on himself. If he was a good player, he would have dropped those on me. Yeah, you can use Escape Artist to spam out a lot of stuff. So here, this guy's dead. He wasted his elite as well. So if it goes as late as his respawn, that's fucking bad. Come on. I need this stomp because I may have just lost us the game. Because I'm going to die now. This is my first death of the game. Wait. It's not my first death. He's going to bait me down and then go up to hide. But really, he should be just killing me. I shouldn't be alive. Oh my god, we won. What was that game? Okay, what I was trying to say is I got feared by him in downstate, which I shouldn't have. If I hadn't been feared by him in downstate, I would have rallied my friend in mid and we would have been fine. But I got feared and then he stood back up, so... That was a timeout game? What a ridiculous game. Hold on, and who was AFK by the end? What is this? I don't know what that was. Yeah, this is... But the thing is, NA is really weird at the moment. Like, I don't think many people have really queued on NA. The numbers are really low on NA at the moment. That was a weird game. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. That was so bad. Look at how long I was at Lord as well. That was so bad. Oh, by the way, I died twice. What were my 2 deaths? I think I had one at the start, didn't I? Because the Soul Beast was chasing me. Yeah, it was just a really rough start, wasn't it? Yeah, you see all this blue line here, and there's literally no skulls. Skulls on the blue line represent kills that the blue team scored. And look, we just have no kills anywhere. It's all red kills. Red. Then finally we get a blue kill. And they start, and this is us basically killing them in their spawn here. All these blue skulls that start appearing here. So that's when it turned around. But here, this was rough. This was really rough. Yeah, it wasn't very nice at the start of the game. We did okay too. 25% of the team's damage, and we never had a support. But with 2 thieves, I mean, they're not exactly damage carries. Anyway, so yeah, the reason I've been playing is obviously lots of gold, lots of unlocks, lots of llamas. What more could you want? So yeah, anyway, good morning everybody. We get an exciting decision now. We get to figure out what we want to do with Azaric now that the casino is done. I feel actually kind of weird. Like, I really want to go to the casino. I really want to get just that free amalgamated because it's so easy to get every morning. But, yeah, I don't know in general. What is this and why... This is soulbound to Caraflower. I've got to clean my bank up. But we are currently collecting mini black llamas. And since the new season has rolled through, I do just want to pick up our next one. We're crafting the black llamas into higher tier llamas. Where are you? Here we go. So, mini black llama. Hold on. I've got a lot of tickets here. And these only cost 10. Oh, and you can trade them both ways as well. Am I right about this? Did they change the prices on these? Can I really buy 17 mini black llamas right now? See, I got to figure out exactly what the crafting is again. Way before we started doing master. I've talked about this on stream way too many times, to be honest. But if we type llama, what we're trying to do is get these ones down here. We want the lavish black and the elegant black. And then that'll finish that row. I could obviously actually start upgrading bronze ones now as well. Since I played that AT a couple of months ago. But, and I'd still love to go higher, man. I would love to go higher. But, we'll focus on the black ones for now. For Masters, since that's a part of the rule set. Anyway, so yeah, I need to buy some of these. Maybe, I already have 11 in bank. No, we can do this. We're going to do this right here, right now. Let's have a look. So, go to efficiency. Oh, Zeghai of the Lost. Yeah, Ratchi. My god, we keep forgetting about Zeghai of the Lost. I will do Zeghai of the Lost very soon. I promise we will do Zeghai of the Lost. Okay. Today will be the day. Finally, you guys see Zeghai of the Lost. Alright, I'm on Guild Wars 2 efficiency, though, and I'm typing llama in on my account. Yes, and we will do the daily riddle today as well. That one I definitely did remember. So, apparently, I don't know why. I guess because I was queuing on her earlier. Because I was quite into Scourge a bit back. Oh, no, I don't know. Arachnia, our racer, she's had a llama choice chest for a long time. So, I'm just going to quickly grab from her a black llama. So, if I just type llama in here. Here we go, llama. This is from, I don't know what season, a long time ago. So, we'll pick up a black llama here. And she can put that in the bank. She actually has a Grandmaster Mark box as well, I guess, from that same season when she got that. And Christ knows what other crap just sitting around. I mean, it's a mess, isn't it? Everyone's inventory is a mess. She has like a random Ascended Armor box. I don't know what this is or where this came from or why I have it, but it really should be in the bank. Anyway, I actually forgot yesterday as well to do races. I said I was going to do it off stream. I forgot to collect medallions. So, let me do that just one now to get myself back in the spirit of it. Just one right at the start of the stream. And by the way, I think I am excited about going to Ember Bay on Azuric from now on. I kind of like that idea, you know, of doing the heart and getting some tickets, some carnival tokens. It might be... Look, we're doing it in the dark, guys. Ooh. It might be that it's a bad idea and spending 30 days of doing a daily for 30 gold or whatever the crazy thing was. Oh, no, it was 10 days, wasn't it? But I know, we're literally talking about doing another month of a daily grind on Azuric. But doing a single heart, it might not take very long. You know, it might not be... I mean, Casino meta is pretty goddamn short too. But Azuric might beat that heart in just mere moments, you know. But if we do that for all the two-handed weapons... for the full discount on the two-handed stuff, that's a good idea. But then the other side of all of this is I think those carnival skins can come out of Black Lion unlockers, right? Automatic unlockers, which we've not actually triggered any of on the series, but I'm excited to do that eventually. Now the thing with the... Oh god, we boosted and I actually didn't know whether I really wanted to... This is going to be a dodgy gold because this was a really rough start. We were going pretty slow earlier. Yeah, so the thing is, if we do the big discounts for the carnivals, the two-handers, but what if we were to get those out of an automatic unlocker anyway? And do you guys get what I'm saying? Yeah, we've missed gold. It's whatever though. Look, we get just a couple of medallions, and now let's take her to a bank. Oh, I gotta get used to clicking it down here now. I guess we'll go to the sanctuary. Let's see here as well. Music, effects. So that you guys can hear the whole thing. I actually have it all pretty low, but yeah. Let's go over here. Oh, Valen, good. Just the man in chat. You're exactly the person to ask about that, because I actually remember you talking about that, the carnival, because carnival weapons only recently came into unlockers, right? Do I have any just sitting about? I don't think I do, because they would be in this tab if I had any. Yeah, so the idea of doing two-handeds you agree with, do you then? You think that two-handeds is the right way to go? That makes sense. Alright, so anyway, Arachnia had that. Now what we've got to do is let's go back to our Mesmer. And let's be very careful with our maths here. on getting this next llama. So we have 12 black llamas. 3 to... Okay. Black llama. Now. This is the black llama. 3 of these and a lugmatic essence becomes this. And we want 3 of these with an essence to become one of these guys. I think this guy. Okay. So that's 9, right? My maths is not wrong. We need 9 black llamas to unlock this guy. So let's just do that now. That would also be a grand total of 4 lugmatic essences, right? So I'm expecting to spend 9 plus 4. So llama... Well, look, let's not do it on this random low-level character. Let's do it on, like, Liss, I guess. Liss, where are you? When did I last play you? I got too many character slots. Revamp this UI, ArenaNet. Alright, yes, I know Zeghai, guys. Look, let me do one thing at a time. Zeghai will be there until, like, 22. So don't worry about Zeghai just yet. He'll be there till 22. So, let's go over here. That was kind of scary. I just heard like a door open or close. 1 second, guys. Jeez, either that was very loud wind or someone's sneaking around in my garden right now. Okay, all right, I'm back. Yeah, I can't remember how it's described. Was it Miani or the Laurel Vendor? It was one of them. I'm pretty sure it's the Laurel Vendor, actually, isn't it? So... Look, I'm getting used to this slowly. This is about stream number 4 where we've gone over this exact same subject material again and again and again. And again and again, but we are getting there. Here we go. So I think I need 4 of these for a cushy little 12 laurel cost. And then, yeah, the stream will suddenly go off and something horrible will have happened. Okay, now let's grab our llamas out. And let's tear them up. And let's see if I'm right. If I'm right that it costs 9, we'll have 3 left over after all of this. And then we're looking at the big guy. Oh, I have to... This was the irritating thing about this as well, I remember. We have to find where it is in our inventory here. And we have to actually split them into stacks of 1s and 1s and 1s and 1s. Now, somebody did have a really cool idea for this, on how to do this last time we did this on a stream. What was it, guys? What was the really efficient way? Didn't we split the stacks into thirds or something? Yeah, we never did 1s and 1s and 1s. We just split them into thirds. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I could have just done 3 stacks there of 3 each. Whatever. Or at least 3 each. Okay, so llama, essence. Okay, so now this makes the guy that we've already got, okay? And we're going to do that again. So now we've got 2 fancies. And now we're going to do it again. Now we have 3 fancies. Now if we go our last essence. And we've got to split the fancies now. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I let go of alt a little bit quickly there. I probably have to refresh the Mystic Forge. Okay, him here. Fancy, fancy, fancy. This should give us a new llama that we've never had before. There it is, the elegant black. Beautiful. Do you have the achievements from that Mystic Forge VM spam? If you're talking about the Mystic Forge event that came out recently, I don't have any achievements from it. I'm guessing it's here with Wide-Eyed Miller, right? Well, I'd like to donate.
Greetings.
Acknowledgement of a donation given the pursuit. So, what? It's just volatile magic? Yeah, I have some. Whatever.
I like it.
I've suddenly found myself doing something new here that I don't understand anything about. Mystic Forge Researcher on Tradesman. Researcher tier 2. So I just got to keep going with this, do I? Tier 2. Is tier 3 at this level? Yeah. How many tiers am I meant to be buying my way into here? This is 0 AP. It's 15 AP. Mystic grab bags. I mean, I don't know how much. Oh, I've got to have a lot of volatile magic for this then. Right? You need a lot of volatile magic for that. By the 4 other options, they also give AP? Oh, do they now? So the tiny one? Oh. Does tiny do it just the once though? No, these aren't given AP, they're just dinging up. Oh no. Oh yeah, okay. Donate to each of the 5 tiers. I see. Alright. Oh wow, we even got a title for that. Brilliant. The Mystic Benefactor title. Alright, that's a bit of a mess, honestly. But that's good. So Agent of Entropy, I've got finished, you know, and I'll never go further with that. Tarkton Supporter, this is something we have to get on this, you know. This is going to be another expensive one. But if we find a period where Ectos are a good value, what this basically means, guys, is a lot of Ecto gambling on stream. I know people love watching Ecto gambling. We'll have to do it at some point. I mean, we spent 1,000 gold on that title yesterday. I don't know how much this will cost ultimately. And then Sandstorm again. We have to do both. And now this is new, the Mystic Forge Researcher. I got to do this all the way up to the full 15 AP, and it's going to keep cycling at 1,000. So we might actually be able to do this right now, because, well, let's see. Hold on. If I come over here and I go material storage, if we look at my seasoned storage, I've done the Thunderhead Peaks reward tracks so many times. I've got 1,000 branded masses here. So if I just consume those masses, whoops, spelled it wrong. With 4,000 magic we got from that. And how much did I just spend? Getting up to 3 out of 15 AP. What was it each time I clicked this? 250. Was that it?
Are you well?
Can I buy in bulk? I can.
You seem friendly.
There we go. Mystic Forge, Benefactor, Benefactor, Benefactor. We're now at 15 out of 15. There we go. We're done. We finished it. I might have overcapped a little bit there as well. Alright, cool. So that's that event finished. Right? I'm done? I think I am. And so when this bar reaches full, this will unlock something, will it? Next shipment departs in 3 minutes. Is it going to fail, though? I've not actually done this yet. This will reveal a new thing in the Forge, though, right? And for Master, we need to get that new thing out of the Forge for what it's worth. Yeah, we're 15 out of 15. We're 250 out of 250. We're done. Since people do love watching people throw away wealth gambling, you may want to make that a special Master stream that you advertise to try and make it into an event. Well, maybe, but how would I advertise that? I don't know. Ooh, guys, look at me throw Ectos away. There's something kind of insidious about it as well that I always worry, because there's that kind of thing where people are a bit stupid, right? And they'll see, you know, eventually I'll hit a jackpot and they'll be like, oh, I could do it too, and then they blame me for losing all their wealth or whatever. Okay, so the Elegant Llama. Now. To get this, it cost us 9 llamas, right? We're all clear on that. Now, if I do that 2 more times, I can get the max level one. So to do it 2 more times, I'll need 18 black llamas, right? So we're all clear on that. I'm going to need 18 llamas. Of that 18, I already have 3. So I need to buy 15 black llamas from this vendor at Heart of the Mist. And in theory, I can actually get the top tier black llama right here, right now. If I can afford 15. So, let's see if we can afford 15 as of this season. So we'll go to this vendor. Let me see your wares. Mini black llama. 17 mac. I can buy 15. I can do it. Now, my maths is slightly wrong, isn't it? Because it's 16 that I need. Oh, no. Or is it 15? I said 18, didn't I? No, it's right. It's 15. Yeah, but then I won't have the middle one unlocked. That's correct. But not having the middle one unlocked isn't a big deal. Whoa. Really? Oh, my God. Wait. Hold on, the maths. Wait. Let me just check this. So we're comfortable with this, right, guys? For what it's worth, I could have done all this for bronze as well, but screw it. We're going to get the base selection done. 15. Let's see how bad I am at maths. Now, there's a question of how many laurels do we spend on the essences. So, if we needed 4 essences for what we did earlier, and we're doing it twice again, that's 8 extra essences we need. And then, for the top of the pyramid, we'll need an essence as well. So, we actually need to buy 9 essences. Is my guess here. I think I need to buy 9 of these now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for 27 laurels. Alright, so let's see if we can get the top tier llama. Now, here I'm going to split this into this stack like so. I'm going to split this into this stack like so. And we will start digging these in. And that mail I got a second ago, whoever just sent that, believe me, I am really excited about what I just saw, and I do want to talk about it. But let me just finish this first, so we get one thing done at a time. Okay, so let's start building llamas.
Do you need something?
Wait, I didn't mess that up, did I already? I'm really scared I'm going to consume the elegant guy. So black llama, black llama, black llama. Let's just focus on getting all the blacks into fancies now. Fancy blacks. And then once we've got our collection of fancy blacks, we can give them a bit more money. Give them that monocle, that top hat. Well, it's just the top hat for now. And we'll have to see if they can get their way up to a monocle. Where are you? Okay, so I'm going to split you away from your friend and you away from your friend. And you're going to go in this slot. Wait. Oh, yeah, we have to refresh. Hold on. You're going to go in this slot. You're going to go in this one. You're going to go in this one. Say goodbye. And we merge you. Right. Now we have 6 fantasies. So I'm going to split the fancies into separate inventory slots. Just go the whole way here. And of these 6 fancies, we should get another 2 elegants. So 1, 2, 3. And some llama essence. That's 1 elegant. 1, 2, 3. That's another elegant. So now we've got 3 elegants. And these I don't have unlocked on the account, but it's fine. We split the elegants apart. And we go elegant, 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 with some essence. And the final black moa is revealed. The lavish black llama. There he is. So he is the top tier. And we can add him to our account. Beautiful. And we will... We only just got this shadow guy. Say goodbye. And now to our collection. So we got the black one. Then we give him a bow tie. He's feeling a little bit, you know, upper class. He's feeling a little bit happier. Boom. The dog's bollocks. He's got a mustache. He's got a top hat. He's got a monocle. The mustache wobbles around a little bit. Fantastic. Okay. So, beautiful. Look at that guy. The ultimate llama. He's so ultimate that we may have to put him on our face cam. Alright? Look at that. It looks like he's even doing a slash talk. Can you imagine if he was in front of the potato cam going forwards now? Incredible. Okay, so, I'm happy about that, and that's cool, and I hope you guys enjoyed sharing in that with me. We will get the middle tier at some point. I think I'm out of currency for that. So the middle tier is going to be 9 again, isn't it? It's going to be another 9. So let me just have a look here. Obviously, I can't buy another 9. I can't afford it yet. But if I come here and I type... oh, no, I don't want to type. I didn't even have to come here, to be honest. If we go League, okay, so down here, these are our chests, right? So you can go all rewards. So Cerulean, you get this. Here you get this. Here you get this. You move up, right? And here, when you get Byzantium, which I haven't actually got yet. I've started Byzantium, but I've not repeated it. On your first completion of Byzantium, you get a llama choice. And you also get 25 tickets. Okay, so it's not many tickets, is it? Alright, so... maybe it was just doing that one AT. Just bumped... just gave me a ton of things and I didn't realize. So, I could currently afford 2. And then I'd be able to get another 3. That would bring me to a total of 5. But I need a total of 9. So, this season... I won't get the final Black Llama, I'm afraid. I'd really love it if this season I did get the final Black Llama, because then that would simply leave us with these guys, the regular llamas, which I've already started as well. So this is regular llama. He upgrades to this, and then we want to upgrade to like this and then this. So you know they're gonna take their time. I think the mustache is an extra little cool thing with this guy. So it'd be nice to be like onto the final tree, as it were, and the UI would like readjust itself and reorient itself. You just have 3 rows left. You'd have a row for gold, a row for bronze, and a row for silver. But you know, beggars can't be choosers, and right now we are begging for scraps at the table, since we don't really play the ATs. So, an ornate scroll certifying your patronage of the Circus Spectacular Circus Troupe. Is this what's supposed to... What does this do? What's the point of this? Okay. Now, Zeghai will stay in the game till 22... Shit, we're going to miss Zeghai. Alright, I will get to the mail, I promise. Okay, Zeghai. Let's go do Zeghai. Now, basically, guys, every hour, real world, at 1/4 the hour... a mysterious traveler appears somewhere interior. And he only appears until 22, and then he vanishes again. Ooh. So, it's a lot like Nicholas the Traveler of Guild Wars 1. It's a pretty cool feature, except on a much shorter time scale. And every time he appears interior, he has a different recipe available for purchase. Okay? So, apparently right now he's at the Caledon Path. This is the Caledon Path. So he can appear anywhere. Explorable places, world map places, anywhere. Ratchy says he's on me in the grove. Here you go. Ratchy must be on EU, so we can't see. There you go. So look, mysterious stranger. What does he look like? Ah, I don't know. Is he related to Baltec from Guild Wars 1? Who knows? But he is lost in our realm. A traveler from MXM, it seems. I can see that you've had close dealings with the Mist, he says. Do you wish to learn more? I can't remember. There's something you have to trigger on your account or do for him to say this. And he has different dialogue for Revenants. And also, he has different dialogue at different times of the day as well. Like, if you're on a Rev speaking to him at dawn, he has, like, unique dialogue. It's really weird. Anyway, so, every time you speak to him, you can buy a new Ascended recipe. This time, it's the Mist Cleaver. When you buy these recipes, it actually unlocks 2 at once. It unlocks a special Revenant inscription. And it also unlocks a recipe to craft a weapon. Now, you'll see there it says Artificer, Huntsman, and Weaponsmith. That's actually a typo or incorrect tooltip. It's not actually true that you can make all these weapons with like artificing or whatever. It is only the corresponding thing. So if you're trying to make the Revenant's mace, only weaponsmith profession disciplines will be able to do that. If you're trying to make a Revenant's staff, I don't even know if one of those exists, to be honest. It would only be the artificer that is able to do that. The reason all three appear, I think, is because of the inscription, which can indeed be made by all three disciplines. So every time Zeghai appears, it's a different recipe he offers. So you got to buy the recipe, and then you actually craft the weapon. And so this is the system ArenaNet implemented to allow players access to those beta Revenant weapon sets that just never got dropped in with Heart of Thorns in the end. It was only in the Path of Fire days, ultimately, that Zeghai of the Lost, and they were re-implemented. But this is just another example of one of those little things that had been biting ArenaNet in the ass. And, you know, the super nerds out there were saying, yeah, they break all their promises. They don't know what they're doing. They don't add the stuff. You know, we sit there with our angry pitchforks. But slowly, they do eventually get the stuff in. And, yeah, this is that feature. I think it's pretty cool. And what I'm immensely curious about right now is what it looks like when he leaves. Apparently, he's going to leave in 4 minutes. So, I guess we'll just keep our eye out and see, right? Also, whose Wraith is this? Is that his Wraith? No, there's another player. I guess this is someone at the stream who's interested in what we're talking about. But yeah, so he's pretty cool. Yeah, he's Zeghai of the Lost. Not just Zeghai the Lost, exactly. He's of the Lost, so are there more like him? And yeah, people say he's like a Thanos reference or whatever. I don't know. I think it's a bit much. Just maybe he specifically is. I don't know. Was wondering, is there a specific reason you chose not to show off Mesmer in the Let's Play, since that's something very iconic for the Guild Wars franchise? It wasn't that I had anything against Mesmer. It's just that I felt there were stronger reasons to do the other classes at the times that I wanted to show them off. I felt the buildcraft would be more understandable, more readily interpretable to outside audiences. I felt the gameplay okay, maybe it is a little bit. I have something against Mesmer. I do genuinely think Mesmer is the most boring, most grueling, sort of lamest thing to level in Guild Wars 2. Mesmer's really fun at endgame, right? Where you can be a chrono and you can support the shit out of people, or in PvP where you can deceive people and you know, use cancerous, spammy, nonsense builds that are power creps. But nonetheless, you know, that's all late game stuff. As far as leveling is concerned, I just think it's a bit of a slog, honestly. I don't really like it much. So I didn't want to bring that to the LP. Also, what's that map on the icon of? This looks like the Lion's Arch Bay to me. That was my first instinct. It makes me think of Guild Wars 1's Kryta, basically. This island here would be Claw Island, I guess. It's interesting. You have got me really looking at this. I doubt that the devs really put any really deep thought into it. I don't know. It looks like there is a compass here as well, doesn't it? It looks like just under where my cursor is right now, that's a compass. You guys might not be able to see on Twitch, but it looks like, you know, a north, south, east, west thing. But yeah, I would guess this is like the Delesio Seaboard, and this is like LA, and this is maybe Claw Island, and up here would be Divinity's Reach or something, maybe. Or maybe this is the Dominion of Winds. Right? Not Claw Island. Maybe it's like Sanctum Key. Do you read? If so, do you read anything interesting recently? I want to read, but no, I don't really. I wanted to get in the habit for a long time this year to just like read something every night as I go to bed. Tome leveling Mesmer is the only way. I mean, maybe you're right. Alright, we got 1 minute, guys. You ready? Let's see what he does. Hopefully it'll be interesting. It could be like, you know, when they dynamically add decorations now into Lion's Arch and Divinity's Reach and stuff when the festivals come in. I'm just looking. My clock on my PC is like way off on the side, so I'm just looking left and right over and over again. Come on, Zeghai of the Lost. Mesmer's the strongest class to level up. On what grounds do you say that? Because you can't be a chrono. You can't spam wells around and stuff. Oh, there he is. Ooh. He actually has a little sound effect on there as well. And off he goes. I wonder if this guy still has the vendor window up. I should have checked that. Oh my god, just barely got it, he said. Yes. GZ. GZ. Alright, okay. Now, what on earth was this? This is crazy. Who was this? Step forward in chat. So somebody sent me a message and a lovely thing from the Black Lion Trading Company saying, thanks for all your work. Your videos got me through a rough patch and my bachelor's. Dude, congratulations. Or dudette. And look, they've offered the Shimmerwing Skyscale skin. Now, I just want to say, the name of this skin is very funny to me. The Shimmerwing. That's like what someone with a speech impediment would say. Shimmerwing, you know, like where you mess up your R's and your W's. But that's so nice, thank you. Okay, so I guess I've got this skin now. That's really nice. So let's see. By the way, I don't even think on stream yet I've actually got on the Skyscale. My radial mount is still not updated. I just want to be very clear. It's not updated. I've got to update it. So we got to bind the Skyscale here. So let's go do that. We did get it on yesterday's stream for anyone who missed it. Wait, how am I messing this up? Mounts, here we go. Skyscale. So I'm running out of F keys, man. So multiply num. Divide num, I guess. So there we go. So we got a Skyscale. Beautiful. Now he's very cool already, and I've not really had a chance to die or admire him her in general. But now we can turn it into like God Aurene mode because of this amazing mail we just got. So thank you very much to that person there. Look at this list now. Wow. So down here, there's only 2 skins that exist for this in the game. So look, we're complete as far as Master's concerned right now. We're complete, guys. Oh, it's good. Use. Beautiful. That whole section done. How big is the roller beetle section these days? Pretty big. The ladybug's pretty cool. I do like that ladybug. I like the armadillo. The armadillo's cool. I don't regret getting the armadillo. Some of them look a bit stupid. Ladybug's pretty cool. What's the Warclaw looking like? There's a branded one. An Embermane one. Oh, this one's cool. I didn't know that exists. Is that the one that's basically just a recolor? What they've done here is they've put a little bit more detail on the texture. But what else has changed? Like, look, there's like Halloween pumpkins there. Is there any model difference at all? I really don't think there is. This is probably one of the worst skins that they've ever done ever. And is the assault one in the same situation? Yeah. Look how bad that is, guys. You could get away with it in other games, but Guild Wars 2 already lets you dye stuff, so just a slightly different texture pattern. I mean, maybe it was priced accordingly, but aren't they coming out of the thing? This is awesome, though, the Outrider. I really like that. I like the ones that look like real creatures, but that are different to what you already knew, right? Sorry, I'm off track. What, with mount skins? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I mean, this part of the challenge is going to be a nightmare. Whoever gave me that, thank you. I mean, honestly, that was really cool. And who knows, because you've done that, maybe I'll start looking at getting the other ones. Let's mount up on it now. Look how big this thing is. Crazy. I need to make it look edgy now, though. Wow, it is a huge mount. It is pretty cool, actually. I do genuinely feel like I'm riding a dragon right now. We've got to get the masteries and stuff done for this too, by the way. So, all in good time. Can I just get over the invisible walls now? Oh no, they've done quite a good job keeping them really high. What a weird experience right now. This is what Guild Wars 2 is now. It's really weird taking this back into the grove, right? This is so strange. I should do some YouTube videos that like open like this, just so that all the like super like casual people that don't really play the game very much but keep an eye on my channel to see how it's going, so that they get a feel for what's happening with the game. It's kind of nuts. It was me, says Ratchi. Now check the dies. Okay, thank you, Ratchi. Okay, so dies. I don't really want to play Barbie on the stream too long, I have to be honest, but obviously this is a really thrilling thing you've done, so let's see. If I go full on edge. Brilliant. Alright, he looks a bit monotone there. Let's sneak in a little bit of... You know it's going to look good as long as you type Abyss, okay? So we just got to put a little bit of... Oh, look at that. Look at his wings on that one. Good. Her wings. Not too bad. Not too bad. And now we just want to accent it a little bit with something else that looks kind of grim. Let's just go with regular black, okay? Because the classic Guild Wars 1 nerd in me still likes regular black. Which one adds the most? Which one is changing the like trail? It's that there, isn't it? No, it's not. All right, that looks pretty good though. There you go. Edgy. All right, beautiful. Why is it called black? Well, you got to remember, black is the original set. It's not an exclusive. It's the actual real, oh, okay, we're making an MMO. What do we do? So, like, white is on here as well. And then they were, and Guild Wars 1, those were like the prestige dyes. But in Guild Wars 2, they were like, let's have ultra prestige above that. Let's have white and black, right? And they look white and black. But let's go crazy with Celestial and Abyss, right? Which is what they did at core. And then the exclusives came along and went even crazier with it. But, you know, back at the start, it's black in comparison to all the other available dyes, which means it's black enough. Now use skill 1. Yeah, and so the another really cool thing about this is when you use the engage on this is change the animation, see? So it's like Aurene level branding and stuff. I like that a lot. Thank you very, 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 very much, Ratchy. That's super cool of you. Okay. Now with Zeghai, let's actually craft some of the Zeghai weapons, I guess. Or should we go to the carnival? Let's start the stream as we mean to go on. Well, not start. I mean, we've been going for a bit already. An hour? How has it already been an hour? Where's Azaric? Why? How have I not? How is it that I can't see him? Oh, he's here, and I'll tell you what, he looks different now. The reason he looks different is because I suited and booted him as a Fireweaver in PvP. I actually won a 1v3 on Fireweaver yesterday. It was a 1v3 against, like, Gold 1 players. So it's not really anything I don't even record the games I play anymore. I used to record them all just in case I wanted to do a video. I don't even do that anymore. But winning a 1v3 is pretty major. So I was really excited about the build because I was like, oh yeah, maybe it's a lot better than I remember. And then I just started playing against better people and just all that just disappears. Here's my main observation that I've now come to terms with. Condi builds, and particularly any bursty Condi builds in Guild Wars 2, do really well the lower the rating is. They become like godly builds. If you're playing at low ratings, if you see that people aren't very good, always go Condi. The main thing noobs struggle with, and the main people who haven't thought about their builds much struggle with, is Condi pressure. They never add, like, cleanse to their build. They never know how to prioritize it. They never really watch very carefully. They always eat all the animations for Condi builds. Like, that's how you get, like, 900k damage on a Burn Firebrand build, right? It's when it's slightly low rated and everyone just eats all the shit in a team fight. And you just do insane damage. And, like, there's some of the Condi builds that exist in the game are truly ridiculous. Especially burn-oriented ones, when people don't know how to cleanse, which and that is very much a very strict seesaw. And as you start rising, pretty much the second you like start entering plat, even low plat, right? Which even there you're not. I mean, it depends if we're talking about E or NA. They're not particularly high-rated games, right? But then people start to realize, oh, here's how you play, and then those builds disappear. Suddenly, your Burn Firebrand that did 900k. Right, and got like 45% team damage. I'm not pulling that out of my ass, by the way. I've had that on a Burn Brand build before, game before. All of a sudden, it's doing like 100k, and you're like 14% team damage, and you're not doing anything, right? And it's just because people are just instant cleansing and, you know, and converting, and that's it. It's over. So, yeah, that's an observation that I stand by. All right, season 3. I guess we have to withdraw it.
How are you?
So this is all a little bit awkward. Do you know what I really want? I really want the Season 3. The Ember Bay. Portal Pass lounge. I really want to go to that lounge. That lounge is cool, man. And it's the one place in Guild Wars 2 that I've never really explored. I've been to all the other lounges. I used to spend a lot of time at the Verdant Brink lounge. I've been to all the lounges, all of them, everywhere, except the one on this map. This is the one lounge I've not been to. And here's a weird thought. Could we fly up to it now and pout at the door? I don't know. How does this guy interact with ley lines? Does he like him? She, sorry, she. Does she like him? Doesn't seem to care. How does she interact with Unbound magic? I'm still messing the controls up, right? Does she get more juice? No, she's not. Does she get juicy? No, she doesn't care about that either. Alright, well, whatever. She's still cool. Look at this. Look at that frame rate. Look at that animation. Beautiful. No one did do that Reddit thread in the end, showing off the feeding a fish thing. Nobody did do it in the end. Yeah, the 900k, I'm not joking about. That is a really high number. Some people will be like, in my automated tournaments, when I play Firebrand Scourge, my Scourge gets over 1 million sometimes. Right, and they're talking about games where it goes to timer, and it's been extremely intense, and they're very min-maxed comps, pretty much loading all their pressure specifically into their Firebrand Scourge, right? Or whatever their team fight setup is. You know, maybe you can get there on a rev as well. But as far as actual ranked games go, as far as regular queues go, where at max you're duoing, getting 900k damage is fucking crazy. It's a high amount, and it's a very rare amount. And the only time I've ever got in that ballpark for a solo queue ranked experience is Burnbrand. If you're on our Discord, I posted about it back then. Right, okay, so the theory here is we do the heart each day. That's all we've got to do. The question is, what's the most efficient way to do the heart? Now, if I remember rightly, these clams you can open up with break bar damage. So let's see. Yeah, heal builds tend to do a little bit higher and get into that ballpark. The highest I got on a heal build was Heal Engineer. My highest healing in a PvP game for ranked was Heal Engineer, legitimately. It was one of those games where it was just really grindy, no one had any damage, and we were just fucking sitting in mid, basically, DPSing and healing the whole time. And I think I made a game of the day out of that one, actually. I think I showed that off, and it was like 1,200,000 heals in a single match. It was a Colosseum game. And I think it almost went to timer. I don't think it did go to timer. But that's the highest healing I ever had on an NG. It was a very, very big amount. There's definitely... yeah, okay, Nocta remembers that. Yeah, I did do a video on that. It makes me really happy that people remember that stuff, man. Because that's really cool. That those games stick with you guys. Almost like you played them with me. That's kind of nice. That's weird. I sort of feel like most of those game of the days are kind of forgettable or didn't really have much value in the end. Or I don't know. I feel like they were getting judged a bit harsh because, like, they were just random games against nobodies or whatever, and people were looking for really high skill stuff all the time. I don't know. And I'm very conscious of that. But then it's cool to hear that people remember, like, those specifics, you know, those cool moments. I mean, that was a bit of an outlier, to be fair. Right, well, what we also want to look at here is, do we get a lot from killing mobs? And how feasibly can we do that on a glass weaver? Not very, it seems. Don't want to engage on this bristleback. This is annoying. I can't even vapor and like press a button to instant kill myself. I just have to wait. I did get the waypoint at least. You know what? Do you know what I'm guessing? I'm going to try this. I'm going to turn on Taco. Wait for it. And you never know, Tekkit might have done a route for this heart. It really wouldn't surprise me if he'd done that. And it like leads you to all the eggs or whatever. Because I do remember back in the day when this patch was fresh, that was something you would do. So I'm loading Taco up right now. All right, it doesn't look like there is one. No, there's no thing here. Maybe we just run around grabbing eggs. I mean, the other thing is obviously I could bring a build and I could bring a character that's very good at just, you know, clearing these pocket raptors and very good at dealing specifically with bristlebacks and whatever. If we're going to do it every day, that might be worth doing. I like the idea of Azric being here, though, now that he's left the casino. I like the idea of, you know, let's say we... I did mention a while ago, and I still stand by this. This is something of a trial run. You know, if we keep getting lots of donations and support and everybody really enjoys it and stuff, and it helps my finances and it feels like it's actually sustainable, we could just go with it. But, you know, if we lose heart with it or if it's not doing very well or whatever, maybe we stop, right? And I said it was a trial run. I was going to see it for about 4 months. We took 4 months off streaming, and now we'll try this for 4 months, and we'll see how we go. I did say all of that. But if we go a lot further than the 4 months, I really like the idea that over, like, a year or whatever, you could watch the master streams and, like, Azric's basically going on an adventure. He started off at Amnoon, and then he went on... he spent a month here, like a real-world month, and you guys enjoyed that real-world month watching it here. And then after he was done with this, he went off to, I don't know, do riddles with a djinn for a month or whatever. Obviously, there's no content that would take that long. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff like that, you know, and I like the idea that that's what he would do. Eventually, he's doing a PvP queue every morning. This is pathetic. What is our build here? This is nasty. This is not good. This is rubbish. Let's build some barrier out. As you can probably tell, this would not be on the open world build video. Oh, whoa, there are routes. He's got a route for Skrit stashes. And he's got a route for petrified stumps. Neither of which I care about. I just care about doing this heart. Okay, wait. Azric never learnt Tempest, did he? Oh, no, he didn't learn Tempest. So look, we'll just try this. We'll go Invigorating Strikes. We'll go Bolstered Elements. We'll take the Vitality from this. We'll make sure we get more Vitality from... more Barrier here from this. We'll actually cast the Glyph of Storms in Earth to blind stuff. What else would be efficient? I mean, a stun break and a dodge roll in one is kind of nice. Mist form would also be a good choice. I think Twist of Fate's fine though for me. And I mean, Hounds wouldn't be bad because they draw aggro away from you. The cooldown's mental. 240 seconds for a 30-second duration. It's a bit crazy. I still like the Reaper of Grenth, man. This is a cool skill. I really want to make this work on something. Look at that, 10 targets as well. This is like one of the original 10 target skills in the game, by the way. There are very few things in the game that went to 10 targets for a long time. This was one of the only ones, and it always has been 10 targets. Let's go with Glyph of Elementals, I guess. And I want Burst Heal, probably. No, but only at 14k health. This is probably overkill. No, it's half a bar. That's half a health bar. Half an orb. So I think it's okay. Alright, so let's just run around and do this again, shall we? Something unrewarding about casting glyphs. Oh, wait. And then... Fresh Air is probably more fun here. I think Lightning Rod, we were trying something before. Oh, I think... weren't we messing with the Superior Air Elements and the new Dagger 2 combo? By the way, I'm so excited for Balance soon, guys. I'm well up for Balance. Yeah, I think the genesis of this build was we were just trying the really glassy kind of Dagger Weaver, but now we've got a sword on anyway, so. Reaper of Grenth had a small use in World vs. World during Heart of Thorns as a Condi Reaper if you wanted to tag a blob. Yeah, because it's chill, right? So you would bleed off of that chill. Oh, that's good. That guy can CC those. Oh, Mount Invalidation I see here. So we could just, yeah, we could friggin' cannonball them and then, ta-da, they're open. There's actually something kind of fun about the flow of that experience, actually, I think. That's kind of a nice thing to a certain degree. Now, these Rolling Devils are basically like just worse Pocket Raptors. Yeah, look at all the barrier we instantly got there. This feels good. Realistically, it would be very cool to put Azric on Marauders. Take the extra crit chance, take the extra vitality. Marauders king for open world. It's too good. This already feels way nicer. Way nicer. In anticipation here, I'm just gonna put these out. Oh, look at that. Oh, somebody else had to have helped me there, surely. No? Yeah, there was a guy here. Yeah, I don't have character names on anymore. I have a theory that turning character names off makes it easier to see things in PvP because the nameplates aren't there. All you see is a big, thick, juicy health bar. That's all you see. So your eye is immediately drawn, A, to the fact that you have an ally, but B, and most crucially, to exactly what state of health they're in. I find that a part of me kind of just, like, ignores, sort of. Like, I'm conditioned by the game to not pay too much attention to a nameplate, because scrutinizing the precise name of a person in the match that I'm with often isn't relevant to winning the fight. What's relevant is knowing what class they are, and I tend to pass that by looking at by the way, here we've almost got the heart done, and we haven't cashed in the large delicate eggs. So tomorrow, couldn't we instantly do the heart by cashing those in? So couldn't we, like, one day do it by gathering and another day do it by killing? Right? Anyway, yeah, so reading the character name isn't really that important to me. I just see, like, the animations that they're using, and I'm like, oh, that's a Mesmer that I've got. And then I'll collate that fact with whatever I registered about our team's composition in the gates at the beginning. So, you know, I'll see someone's near me, I'll see, you know, a staff ambush, and I'll be like, oh, that's a Mirage. I remember, I have a Mirage, blah, 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 right? Like, and it's just very natural. You go from there. Reading the text is a waste of time and energy and could cause you to miss something else that's important. So because I'm conditioned by the game to pretty much ignore that, to a certain degree, I think it also has had the negative consequence on me, meaning I don't pay enough attention to that little area of the UI, which also happens to be where the health bar of the player is. Now, I think I'm pretty observant, unless I've been playing too long, and then I get very inobservant. Like, I'm either doing quite well or quite badly, to be honest, in this department. But generally, I'm pretty observant of how healthy other people are. But I found as soon as I turn player nameplates off, and all that's there is a health bar, like, all of that, like, blindness, like literally, like selective blindness I have to that kind of area of the UI goes away, and you just have a very clear, very stark representation there, screaming in your face, hey, here's your ally and here's how healthy he is. And I don't know, it's been kind of fun, it's been kind of nice. So I don't know, just little UI things have been interesting to look at. That is a very weird little anecdote there. I'm sure that people are very interested in, but there you have it. So where is this heart vendor as well? Because I'm doing this so badly every day. Right, so it's Chief Hernandez. He was very complimentary to us. Now, do we want to pick these up every day as well? I don't think so. But check it out. A circus voucher. 1 max. A discount voucher earned by aiding Ivy's Circus Spectacular. It's 10,000 karma each as well. What? So I'm going to be spending 105,000 karma. So it's to trade for 30 gold. Oh, they made so many mistakes with how they've done this. That's not worth it, is it? Would I trade 100,000 karma for 30 gold? I don't think I would. I cherish karma. I don't do enough fractals and stuff. Yeah, I play pretty much everything. The class I play the least of, honestly, is Hollow at the moment. I tend to not play much Thief either, frankly. So here's my pie chart. But my recent pie chart actually would look quite different. My recent pie chart would have a lot of Thief on it, because I played a good amount of Thief recently. it would have a lot of Ranger on it, because I played a good amount of Ranger recently. And it would have an okay amount of Scrapper, I guess, if we go enough months back. The class I'm worst at, probably, in terms of raw win rate and stuff, is Rev. Which is weird, because I'm very used to the playstyle, but Rev, there's just something about doing it in melee as well. I struggle with this class a lot. But yeah, the main thing I've not really touched much of all the elite specs is Hollow. I only played it ages ago when there was like a dodge spam build that was even more face roll and broken than Hollow currently is. So I don't know about this, guys. You now get karma from raids as well. I know, but I don't have a static. I know I've got some people offering to do CMs and whatever. And I know we need to do a lot of raids as a part of Master. I don't know whether we're at that point right now. Let's do it anyway. I guess let's do it. Whatever. Let's do it. We have to find a way to get karma, though. And the mini Rolling Devil we don't have unlocked, so let's pick him up. So there you go. Circus voucher number 1. We got a lot of these to get, Azaric. So buckle in. You're going to be living with dinosaurs for a while. Here's the mini Rolling Devil. And that actually leads me quite nicely into one of the things I want to do, right? So... And I really enjoyed that combat there. I kind of want to keep playing on him, but I guess we'll leave him for now. That combat felt good, didn't it? I like the icon on behind the character select here. I like all these having different places. Like all the characters to be a different area. That's my Barbie. I enjoy that. I think that's cool because you get value out of that user interface that the devs have implemented. And you know, it changed so frequently in that last season. So if we go on to lists, we've done we've done Dry Top. We have every reward from Dry Top. We've done Silver Waste. We have every reward from Silver Waste. Verdant Brink, Auric Basin, Tangled Depths, Dragon Stand we don't. Now Dragon Stand's obviously a bit of a problem because it's a huge, it's like 500 crystalline stuff. Wow, that's quality armor for this. So we want these two, right? Basically, Mini and Tonic. All right, we need these, and I've just got to do more Dragon Stands, and it's a pain in the ass. But there, thankfully, I have all the recipes, and I have 5 Gifts of the Pact in the bank. 5 in bank of these? Why have I got 5 of these? I mean, that's good for the next time I want these currencies for that thing. So, you know, we've got these. But then it goes on. So now there's a question. What about Bloodstone Fen? Like, let's just go in order, right? Like, I think that could be quite fun. I know a lot of you guys want me to be at Dragonfall and the finale of this season. But, you know, the season just ended. It's kind of exciting to me, almost, to sort of just think, well, look. Let's see this adventure that we've gone on since ArenaNet found their feet with the expansions and Living World stuff. So what have we got exactly? Well, this was the original Unbound vendor. This is obviously a staple of every map, and let's see what they sell. The thing is, what are we gonna have to check? So Mini Jade Construct here, for example. Look at this, Mini Jade Construct. Mini Justicar, Justicia, Hableon. The Mini Bloodstone Elemental. We need these things. Look at these.
Stern repair is progressing.
So, this is going to be Unbound Magic. And quite a lot of it. So, let's... let's go to the Sanctuary again. And get consuming. I'll see, hopefully I have some currency here that I have just a ton of, and we can have a look at this. Can you get it from PvP? I can get the materials from, I can get the currency from PvP. For example, there will be a Bloodstone Fen track somewhere. There'll be tracks for all these things, right? So, like Siren's Landing, this is as good as Bloodstone Fen. Right? This is a track specifically for this release. And as you go through, you'll get like these magic warped bundles that will give you that currency. But the box at the end doesn't include minis and stuff. It gives you like one of the unlocks from the episode. Usually an armor piece. So for this season, it's been like the Corsair gear that you can get, which is nice. By the way, I've almost done this, but obviously I've got more work to do, which is nice, but you know. So what we have to do really is play the content in PvE. We actually have to do it here. So this is all the most recent season. Here's the previous. So I do have a stack of Jade Shards. And a stack of pearls. Now, if I remember rightly, aren't pearls just like an epic farm for this stuff? I seem to remember that you could gather 1 billion pearls and you could consume them down extremely quickly into massive quantities of this resource. I know that people do winter berries. Yeah, Granite Mall. Winter berries are also good, but people do that to directly trade for ascended trinkets. It's kind of a different thing. Is it that pearls give you less? Let's just try it. Consume. 4,000. That gave me a lot. Let's do the Jade Shards. Consume. 8,000. And then Blood Rubies. I'll keep a hold of those for now. Maybe I should have kept just like 50 of each of those currencies. Just in case a heart vendor's going to ask me for them in a second. But, which is, you know, very, very, very likely to be the case. But whatever. Tyndall2 says pearls are probably the best farm after winter berries. Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think pearls were pretty epic, right? So now if we come back, we have 16k. Alright, so we can get purchasing. So, the Bloodstone Elemental. Look what the minis we're getting today, guys. It's nuts. So this is how this guy looks. Pretty nice. Welcome to the collection. Imagine if I could be playing Polymorph with all of these. Imagine if these were little Polymorph pieces that I could trade around, like Triple Triad style or something. Alright. Mini Ghostly Justicar Hablion. I actually really like him as a character, so that's awesome. But he looks rubbish in Guild Wars 2. I mean, how is that discernibly Hablion? It's just a random ghost dude. But whatever. He looks pretty good. By the way, speaking of the gem store, and that skin someone gave me just a second. Oh, Ratchy gave me just a second ago. I did notice the minis, right? So, White Kitten I've got, Outlaw Puppy I've got, Scruffy. Oh, Scruffy I don't. But no, I was looking at this, right? This is one I didn't know existed, and I still need. And look, when you shake it, it drops like little treats and sweets and things off of it as you vibrate it around. I just had a text. Give me 1 second.
Stern repair is progressing. Seeing out if you need help.
Sorry about that, guys. I just want to make sure that some of the stuff I'm doing today doesn't interfere with the stream. Yeah, anyway, it shakes little toys around. And I thought that was kind of cool. And I was wondering how many minis kind of have that. So as we're previewing these here, it might be a good idea to shake them. And his ghostly effect just reminded me. Next, we've got the mini Jade Constructs. This one's pretty cool, actually. As a Guild Wars 1 nerd, I think that this is a pretty nice thing to actually rep and run around with. You can of course buy extra Jade Constructs too that fight alongside you. Oh, here, I've got a great question for you guys. So this open world series I want to do, I'm writing up like all my favorite runes for open world and all the best sounding sigils and all the best sounding foods and stuff. And so there's the matter of consumables, and there is Fire Ellie powder, right? And not only is there Fire Ellie powder, but there's like Shining Blade you can summon, and there's like the Bloodstone Elemental or whatever that you can summon. There's a cannon that you can summon that was released in the most recent season. There's all kinds of stuff you can do now. And I wonder whether you guys... Is there just like a clear winner amongst all of them? That's just like, this thing's OP, this thing's really good. Like, how good is that cannon? I've never used it. And I'm wondering if one is so amazing, it might even be worth including in the video. Alright. Okay, I swear to God, that's the last time I'm going AFK. So, yeah, I don't know. It's something to think about. Alright. Now, there are no hearts on this map, so we're done. Right? That has to be it for Bloodstone Fen. Does anybody know anything else I need? Pokefreak, you got a... Oh, I got a mail? Oh, I did get a mail. Oh, this is awesome. I was really kind of hoping, to be honest. I sort of had a hunch. I was hoping today. I didn't last time, but today I was kind of hoping. I was like, oh, if I show people this pinata, how cool it is, maybe I will actually get lucky and someone will send it over. I really shouldn't be that way. That's so lovely. Thank you very much. Yes, so cool. Somebody sent it. Look, we can actually see it in game now. Okay, hold on. That's amazing. Thank you. Wait. So Pokefreak, was it you that sent us that there? That's brilliant, man. Thank you. So, if you look now, look at all the Choya minis that are in the game. And we've got so many of them. The only one we're missing is Blue. I don't know where he comes from. We'll look later. And Chromatic, which we were going to purchase yesterday, but then we got the Sky Scan instead. Yeah, look at it. Check it out. Choya Pinata. So, as I run around... So, I'm going to run to the front of the ship with Armora. Yeah, look. Do you think it has a cool sound effect as it walks as well? Let's see. Let's put the effects volumes right up. Okay. And just listen carefully as it runs. Where is it? Is it making a noise? A little one, right? I think there's a little one. I just have the game's volume so low that I can't really hear. Do I have mini Mr. Sparkles? Sparkles. Yeah, I do. I do have mini Mr. Sparkles. Oh yeah, this was the huge mini. I remember when they added this. This one's like fucking enormous. Yeah, like as big as Nasura. Yeah, that's like a nice little thing. You know, you gotta look for stuff like that when it comes to tonics and when it comes to minis. Makes a little maraca sound, which you would hope it would, right? Okay, let me check. There's an additional Unbound Magic vendor on the ground floor. Yeah, he sells, or see, they sell. Oh, I need a mastery to be able to mount midair, don't I, on this? They sell trinkets though, right? And these are the special kind of stat changeable trinkets based on. I can't remember, a currency sync, I think it is. But I have these. These are easy. I have these, and I've had these for a long time. Yeah, the backpack. Yeah, I got this a long time ago. And the capacitor allows you to change the stats as though they're legendary, even though they're not. It's actually kind of a good feature that I think a lot of people don't know about. In theory, if you bought a bunch of these and put them in your account inventory slot or something, you could have the legendary trinkets, legendary ring, and then you could just use the capacitors to swap the other thing, you know, and have it as Blood Ruby. And you're pretty much good. Oh yeah, and now if there are any stats as well, any stats in the game, they are kind of power crept actually. Wow. Yeah, I mean it's totally like that legendary freedom, isn't it? And that's really new, guys. That's a very hot tip. That's the kind of thing that should spread through the community, really. And I love the idea as well of a patch that they just put out adding extra value to Bloodstone Fen. That's awesome. All right, so Bloodstone Fen we're done with. Brilliant. Now let's go to the next map, which was Ember Bay. Okay. Well, hold on. So Ember Bay, obviously we were just there. And we've got... what? So should I go to every single heart and just see every single mini vendor? Are we going to beat Ember Bay here today? We're just going to go through and do it all? So I have the backpack. I have holographic Timey. So this vendor's clear. Now it's a matter of doing the hearts. You know, what could be fun here is using this as a testing ground for the open world build series I want to do. So let's do that. What I'd like to check the viability. Well, viability is an ugly word I don't like. Let's see what this scrapper concept is like in Ember Bay. Because I don't know how much I like this. I don't know whether I should be recommending Hollow instead. Oh, yeah, you're joking. Really? It's a Barracuda as well, so I've got to think very carefully about how I shoot it so that I don't aggro other stuff. Okay, good. And now I have 1 stack of bleed, which is going to hold me in combat a bit longer, but don't worry. We should be okay. There's so much karma needed for all those minis and tonics. It's insane. Yeah, it is. It is insane. And I'm going to be so karma starved. But that's good. Karma is a resource, a currency in the game that I think was severely mishandled and very poor back at launch. And never had any value. And I think that this Living World season 3 that is, and season 4 following it, were brilliant for making it fun, you know, and making it a part of the game again. Of course, they take 1 step forward with 1 move and 2 back with another by adding karma to fractals, which people were doing anyway for money, so it's sort of a non-mechanic for people again, but still. Based on your playstyle preference. Each resource in the game should have like a specific thing that you're doing to get it, you know, and a specific place you're indulging in. It shouldn't just be there's this one thing that you can just do and you get everything, and that's what Fractals is. Turn down effects. Sorry, effects volume's really loud now. Yeah, people are sitting on like 4 million. No, well, shippage, I don't think there does need to be more of a karma sink. I really don't. There's so much karma to spend. The problem is the acquisition of it from Fractals. Specifically Fractals. Maybe World vs. World gives too much as well. I think there's a weird situation right now where World vs. World gives karma, but PvP doesn't give karma. And I don't know... I don't like their it doesn't matter what format you play, you should get everything. I don't like that philosophy. I don't think the work they put into the reward track system and stuff was an intelligent way to spend time and all that kind of stuff in the first place. But if they are going for it, it does leave me scratching my head why they leave that big hole there, you know. There's no reward track that gives you karma in PvP. The only way to do it is during Winter's Day with the Winter's Day gifts, and then you can get some via that. Why does Fractals give karma? Just because they added it on there. I mean, I don't know. You tell me. Why are we on Purge Gyro? Why had I decided with this? Because the whole fantasy of this was to go Shredder Gyro. Purge Gyro gives me just a little bit of poison. We should totally be Shredder. Shredder's the fun one. Shredder's the whole point of this build. And what about Blast over Elixir B? Why am I Elixir B at all? Why am I not Elixir U for the quickness Shredder Gyro combo? Or maybe the answer was because I already had a lot of quickness from... I can't remember what I'm running on the PvE variant. Which Grandmaster did I go with? Oh, I went with damage and super speed. Yeah, I didn't go... Applied Force is kind of a poo trait, to be honest. It's against such heavy competition now. It just feels weird. I think that the Juggernaut combo with it is really beautiful, but they need to sort of tune it up and change it a bit. Love to see the devs look at that. Well, this definitely has the damage. I'm just not sure I'm convinced by the sustain. Elixir U feels a bit low value as well when you're a scrapper, and the super speed on the toss just feels like nothing. The AoE stun break definitely feels like nothing for PvE. So maybe this one's not that exciting. Rocket boots might be cool for PvE. But then mounts are in the game. So probably not now. So maybe not rocket boots. Anyone got some other thoughts? Oh, Poker Freak, thank you so much for the sub there, man. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the club. I hope you enjoy your stuff. Currently on a... That's the fourth time you've ever subbed, but you're on a 1 month streak right now, so it dropped at it, unfortunately. You don't think mounts make rocket boots obsolete? I guess it is a bit fiddly going in and out of the mount all the time, and certainly it's not my playstyle to do that because I use the mount wheel, which has got that like slight delay. This feels quite cool, being on the rocket boots. I think if I decide to go with rocket boots, I think that says something fundamental that would apply to all classes, right? Like what I feel is comfortable and free-flowing and efficient and enjoyable for PvE gameplay in terms of how often I mount up. That's not going to change based on which profession I'm on. So like my instinct there was to go rocket boots first and then get on the Raptor, but did I really need the rocket boots first? Okay, what are you selling? Like here, look. Like look at this, guys. These amulets feel a bit dead now as rewards. So obviously we can buy these and now we can afford it. I have no choice but to pick it up. We've just got to do it, you know. But the karma is just going to get obliterated. I don't know how I can possibly keep up with all the karma I need. I need some kind of insane karma grind to be able to do this challenge. I need a ridiculous karma grind. This guy looks cool though. I like him. I have the super raccoon apparently. But yeah, that guy looks good. Alright, well anyway, that's this vendor done at least. And by the way, it's not that I don't have any of these. I do have a lot of them. So don't despair too deeply just yet. I do have a lot of the stuff done. Let's go to the next one and see. Get 3 karma enchants in fractals and run them over and over and over. I do actually already have the karma upgrades in fractals. Are you talking about though like ignoring recommenders and ignoring dailies and stuff? Literally just do the same fractal again and again and again like in tier 1 or something. Is that what you're saying? Daily Tequatl to your routine. I do need to do that anyway because the Tequatl weapons. The Tequatl weapons are actually one of the things that scare me most about Master. Same with the rest of the Wormslayer gear. Because it is just... There's no way... It's like the Griffin that we get, you know, when we do a little race on Merlin every day. There's nothing I can do except just grind it. But the race is easy and I can do it any time of day, whenever I want. I can just pop in and boom. But for the other stuff... It has to be at a specific time, and I have to ferry into a map, and I have to wait for him to spawn, and then I have to go through... And I know it's pretty much face roll, and you're guaranteed to get it now anyway, but still. This is such a cool effect, by the way. Look at this as well. On mounts, it kind of breaks the whole effect, because you're so regularly at the top of where these meteors spawn at. What a shame. It's a brilliant effect, though. This is a great map. This is a really great map. I'm happy to come back here, man. I mean, the spirit of this challenge is cool. You refuse to do Tequatl weapons, they'll nerf the drop rate before you try that. Yeah, I mean, but it's there. It's in the game. I need them, you know. I don't know. I mean, Tequatl was just so boring to me. Even Triple Trouble is boring to me now. I did the Triple Trouble until I got my first bit of Wormslayer gear. I've got, like, the shoulders. Or, maybe, no, I think it's gloves. But I need shoulders and I need boots is the other one? I don't know. I can't remember. Event failed. Fantastic. This feels pretty good, but I mean the mobs in this season aren't as power crept as the mobs with Path of Fire. You know, it's an interesting thought, guys, that next expansion, it might creep up again. Right? And by the way, we're playing Scrapper. We're not playing Hollow. Scrapper is power crept right now, right? A lot of the core classes are power crept. I just did 10k on the Electro well, right? I mean, that might have been true back in the day, to be honest. Anyway, hammers always hit pretty hard. But people just think that the only power creep is on the new stuff, and they like cynically believe it's just because the devs are trying to sell the expansion or whatever. The truth is, they just have a tendency of just constantly adding new, stronger shit to get people excited by balance patches. And I'll admit, I get excited by balance patches, but you know, the whole game in general is racing up and up and up and up and up. And like, they could genuinely, I think, apply a blanket change to Core, maybe Heart of Thorns, Season 2, and this Season 3 stuff. A blanket change where they, like, double the health of everything. Like, literally everything. I mean, it feels like they do enough damage. It's just everything dies so fast that how can it ever do anything, you know? And it would feel alright. But if you actually take a close look at, like, how long it takes you to kill Awakened and stuff in Path of Fire and the new maps, the stuff's all a lot sturdier. And it's not just because they have better skills and they have break bars that mean they're tanky until you destroy them and stuff, in the case of those Jinn, for example. It's that they are just more vital in the first place. They're just all a lot tankier. No, double the health of Pocket Raptors? That sounds horrible. Not really, though, because they would still die in one hit. To any contemporary build these days. I mean, I'm not actually saying that they should do it, because I do think there would be a lot of wonkiness and a lot of terrible things that could come out of it, obviously. But it's a thought. I don't think spamming more damage on them is necessarily the solution either, Valen. I get what you're saying, and I do get with the premise, but I don't actually believe that open world gameplay should be like super Twitch all the time. I don't think it should be like a stress to people. I think various facets of the game should indulge that kind of stuff, but in general, open world I do feel should be a bit more mellow. And so if you're making everything a really kind of glassy experience where it's very high impact, quick ending fights, then you're kind of pushing it into that more adrenaline sort of area that I'm not sure really suits the standard of the sort of gameplay you should find in open world. To me, anyway, I think. By the way, we can maybe do this really quickly with the bucket thing. What was the bucket thing again? You grab a bucket. We're going to press like skill 1 or skill 2. Yeah, we're going to press skill 2 under a fireball that's coming down. So wait for one to appear. Here's one. We press skill 2. Hopefully I didn't do this too early. And then we can throw coolant on floating data collectors to cool them down. So hold on, this bucket has got both coolant in it and molten rocks in it at the same time. Oh, no, I guess we're catching the rocks and it cools them down. That's the idea. Okay. We can get this. I see. Depends on the environment. Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe Twitch and sort of deadly stuff is better in the Fire Islands, and like in Ore it should be more dangerous. Yeah, maybe that's a good point. Maybe that's why Vavi feels a bit off to me, because Vavi feels so treacherous and dangerous with where it is in terms of the combat balance and everything at the end of the expansion. Like all the Awakened there boon the hell out of themselves and do all kinds of stuff. But it's kind of a peaceful sort of city area to a degree, so it feels a bit weird. Here, so check it out. I've already got this lava elemental, right? So I don't need to spend this 100,000 karma, right? So we're clear with this. That's fine. So we've done that. Good job. So that's this heart and this heart. I guess I'll grab this waypoint while I'm here on Issa, just because. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll decide I want lots of petrified logs again. Maybe that day will come soon when I realize I need like 3 more minis and I need 150 of the currency. I genuinely would just reward track it up though. I really would. I'd have so much more fun just pissing about in PvP. And doing the reward track than running around here. As much as this map is really nice. I mean, there's also sort of the fact of why not both, right? Just while queuing. I said this earlier, but you didn't see. I subbed way back when you first started streaming and got subbing. Stopped subbing years ago, and surprised it remembered. Wow, really? So hold on. What's your memory of my first stream? Let me ask you. What's your memory of my first stream? I remember people were so enthusiastic about me coming to this website, and then sort of very quickly realized, oh, it's MMO gameplay, and it was a bit, you know, bit sad, really. We kind of all we had these epic Zergs just running around in places like Wayfarer Foothills, like these huge Zergs. I mean, I thought I kept it pretty fresh and fun. I tried, but I really can't get into PvP. Any tips? Yeah, loads, but I would need a little bit more substance from you, really, to convince you. I could give you a great argument, though, a great case for why it's so fun. It was so painful to run around as a glass cannon, Ellie, at the start of Heart of Thorns. I mean, yeah, that was what was beautiful about Heart of Thorns to me, that the game had become so railroaded into Zerka or nothing. It was so heavily criticized for Zerka or nothing, and rightly so. There was so little reason to run any other stat set in PvE. It was just so sad to see all these cool dimensions of the game that had absolutely nothing going on. And then Heart of Thorns came out, and it was like, oh, you can do other things, and maybe you should be doing other things. You remember doing Auric Basin meta first time with your Zerg? Yeah, we took those... when Heart of Thorns came out, which was around the same time, a little bit later, we spent the earliest days of Heart of Thorns just taking massive Zergs into every map and doing all the metas. Like, every stream would be just a big attempt at a meta. And we got super stuck on the Chuck Garant, because the Chuck Garant was by far and away the hardest meta. And like we were one of the only groups that were making any progress on it at all, really, and we were doing very well with it, and it was a lot of fun. I wanted to do exactly the same very recently, right when Path of Fire came out. Just to me, feels like a matter of months ago. And then only for it to turn out Path of Fire hadn't done that format at all, and that was all very sad. So I like the CC of Rocket Boots as well, by the way. The Rocket Kick. Oh, no, it's not actually CC. I'm so used to skills on that animation having CC. So maybe I don't like it. This is kind of cool. I can sneak gyro while waiting for my break bar cooldown. And then I can pop it again. No, do you know what? I think this should be the barrier. I think this should be the barrier gyro. I really do. I think Bulwark works really well. This is really nice. And I'll tell you what, this is actually what, this mail I've got that I still haven't deleted. This guy. Can you teach me that scrap build that was nutty from a month ago? When I was like fucking nuking people on scrap or on a glass fucking flamethrower. It was, this was basically my utility loadout. It's kind of weird that I like this in PvE as well. Melts to retail, but you know, there's not much retail in PvE. I don't know, I think this feels nice. This rounds it out a lot. You even get stab here. This isn't a stun break. That would be super good as well, because we don't really have a stun break. This is the thing that I don't like about this, and a reason why maybe we could run blast, because this is a stun break. I'm not sure. Right, how do we do this quicker? Look, oh, this is sad to see. Should we check? Look, this is a test. Here we go. Look, let's see. Shit, can we melee this guy? Alright. It's not good. It's awful. Let's see. Damage taken. 11k, 11k. Like in the same second? So he basically just chunked us for 22k straight out the ass instantly. What? This guy is not the kind you solo on anything. Can you range solo him? I bet you can range solo him. We have this as well, but this heart we've already done, so we don't care about this. Let's get on our skimmer and fly through here. Oh, we get to go to Draconis Mons and skim around on that as well at some point. You can try to call it up in map chat if enough people are in map, they will join. Yeah, I mean, we had somebody join instantly there. Yeah, you just keep side strafing and his projectiles miss. I'm sure you could do that from range. Pick some kind of like, because it's a long-term fight as well, pick some kind of really expertise-oriented Condi build. Like on like a Scourge, and put Parasitic Contagion on there. You'd get that in no time, I think. So look, we can break that even with just a single Flamethrower 3. Like, this is pretty huge, to be honest, for your break bar potential on this. You could obviously run Mortar as well. And more, so here you go, there was a lot of value from the Bulwark Gyro on that. That made this whole ordeal a lot more comfortable. Look at that, and it's going to be up in just a matter of seconds. Oh, interesting, I don't even have to target him for my special action to work. Anyway, this heart's been a bit of a pain in the ass. Oh, these are the towers, I remember. I'm not sure about the Flamethrower autos, though. I kind of want to be on Hammer more than anything else. Realistically, what you want to do is go 2-5-2 or something like that. Or 2-5-3-2. I mean, I don't really like thinking in terms of raw rotations like that, right? But you would basically... because that would be break bar damage as well. And then you really, what you want to do is you want to camp Flamethrower for 25 might, quickness, fury. I mean, you get fury anyway in theory. But you're just dipping out, right, to get the 2 down and the 5 down. And then you're back into the Flamethrower. This is like your main damage dealer. But strangely, I'm not in the rhythm of it at the moment. I'm not feeling it. It's opened by blowing that guy away. No. It is because the hammer is just so spiky in this area of the world that... yeah, stopping these projectiles, this is nice. Nothing really corrupts either, like, you don't have to butt clench worrying that something's about to flip that into a fear. There's good AoE on this as well. Question is, though, if it's fun, sure, and it works, sure, but would a hollow variant be even smoother and even more fun for open world, for solo open world? What do you guys think? Like, look at how cleanly we just did that event. What hollow? I guess I'm just not convinced by the Photon Forge in PvE for running around, because it's not got as much. The Flamethrower, it's kind of melee, but it's also got a good amount of range, right? You couldn't just do this, right? You have to get right in their face, and you have to like auto, and I don't know. You hate Bulwark Gyro so much. It literally is just We the Earth stance. I hate it so much when the devs just copy-paste skills across classes. I mean, it has the Watchful Eye thing on it, but yeah, I get what you mean. I think it should be reshuffled somehow to emphasize Watchful Eye and the selfless nature of it. Not that I've really thought much about this, so I couldn't just pull something out of my ass right now as we speak. But that's what I think they should really do. It feels like more of a side effect to the skill at the moment, right? This feels like a barrier skill that has a side effect on it. What it should really feel like is, you know, I mean, the thing is, the Watchful Eye is very close to Phantasmal Defender over on Mesmer. I don't know if anyone really thinks about that very much, but that's also similar. Or did they change that now? Is it just Taunt, that skill now? The old version of it, at least, used to half people's damage and take it onto the illusion itself. Guard for the Ranger is the same, isn't it? If you run Guard, the command skill. Yeah, they're called commands now, remember? Here we're doing very weak damage. And then we go on the hammer and we sort of blow it up. I don't know. Yeah, you could run rifle, yeah. The thing is, like, the whole idea of the kits just feels clunkier when you're on a hollow, because obviously kits are a bit more limited. Oh, look at this. Oh, God, it's so much. Okay, wait. Here's the pocket jade armors I was talking about, first of all. Endless jade construct tonic. There's a tonic. So we got the mini, and now we can be the biggie. So there's the jade construct tonic. We gotta get in it, obviously, to see how we feel. There we go. Should we get a kite out and see how big the kites are? He doesn't have a kite assigned. She, sorry, doesn't have a kite assigned. There you go. No, they're pretty derpy with the way they run around. What's the walk like? It's weird because you can kind of see that it is walking as though it has legs, even though these are like floating constructs that realistically don't. Okay, well, so we got that now. Tonic acquired, good. But now we've got Grumby. And we're out of Karma. And Petrified Wood. And he's just one of those crappy Hableon effects. Oh, I broke the run animation with the kite, did I? Oh, really? Is that a thing? I still want to know. Look, there's a thing some people do in tonics, right? And it's really cool. It's where you essentially backpedal, but you're walking forward. And if you do it in like the Slubling tonic, it looks hilarious. It looks really weird. Okay, yeah, I did break the animation, I guess. Is break the right word? I mean, it feels like it doesn't even really have a... I like the sway of his head, actually, there a little bit. Actually looks like a skull, his face up there. You know, this probably looks really good in certain maps where the lighting pulls out, you know, the shininess, the sheen to him. Camera's being really weird with it. Right, so this is the last heart though, isn't it? This is the last thing for this map. Because the other one's Carnival, and we've done that. It's obviously the Carnival weapons. But we've got all of these. We verified that over on Azaric. We already had this done. We just finished... Ah, shit, there's the Skrit heart. Alright, wait. So we're 5k karma off from this. That's not too bad. We could probably get there very quickly. I could even get that today, to be honest. In fact, we can get it. Look, we can consume those. That was 16k karma there. Oh, no, but we need the Petrified Wood, which I'd consumed all of earlier foolishly. But then we could buy this. And I guess we were... I mean, look, even this, I'm now like, ooh, do I spend the karma on this shit? I guess we will. We've got 7. We could do one of Tekit's little routes. Well, hold on. Now let's go over to the Skrit Anchorage and see if I have the stuff done here. I'm sure you can get Petrified doing PvP, but the jumping puzzle here gives quite a lot of it, as well as each heart sells it for karma. Yeah. Problem is we're strapped for karma as well. But let's see what this guy sells. And we could do one of the little routes for it as well, I suppose. I would have had a lot, but we just consumed it, so. In fact, I'll just harvest it. Well, do I have the harvesting gear with me? Yeah, I do. And I'm going to have to be quick with this as well, guys, because normally I would have ended the stream about a quarter of an hour ago. And it's really important. I do genuinely end it within the next quarter of an hour. So let's try and get this heart done. It'd be really nice to be done with Ember Bay. I'd be pretty proud of today's master episode. And all the stuff we've done. Because we have unlocked a lot of things today. I have a feeling that eventually we're going to get to a point where we look back on a stream like this, where I've unlocked genuinely like 6 or 7 different minis and tonics and things all in one day, and we're going to think, oh wow, that was a lot. Because it's going to whittle down to shit like that, to portal stuff, and it's going to be a real trek. And it's going to be stuff like guild mission stuff. That was a stupid knock back, and I don't know why I did it. some reason as well, my instinct to get onto my kit is to use... So this is one of the things that's really fun about this build, by the way. But running a build like this in PvP, I seriously do recommend people try it for fun. Right, take it into unranked, or if you don't care, you know, you're just having fun. But this is such an easily accessible blast, and you get so much value out of blasting as a scrapper in like lightning fields and stuff. So you can use a spare capacitor and drop this in it so easily while running around. Oh, for some reason that didn't work. But that will blast swiftness and super speed on everyone around you. Like, you could just move so quickly, and then you can chain that at the end of, you know, one of your gyros. You can bomb in and you can bomb out, and you can, you know, secure yourself with sneak gyros, and you can really catch people by surprise. It's a lot of fun. It's very vulnerable, but it's kind of got the tools to exist in that vulnerable state, if that makes sense. It's mostly since these turned into wells. Anyway, that was quite satisfying beating them up. Ah, we got another one. Shit. A script worker contract. Summon the script. Oh, yeah, I remember this feature. This was a weird feature on the map. They never went back to something like this. Do you guys realize? Do you guys think about that? I don't really think about that much, but yeah. What was this? You like traveled around and then you found extra chests. Wasn't this where you get Ruik's ring from as well? Maybe. Okay, well, we're out of karma. Pretty much, we're out of karma. We actually cannot finish Ember Bay because we're gonna be done with it. We're gonna buy one of these 2 minis, and then we need to grind 100 of it out to get the other one. It's not even like a mini Roban. What a shame. They're just, you know, floats around, rolls around next to us. Kind of cool to have a pirate script, though. Right. Well, there we go. The other thing I wanted to do, we got totally distracted, was Zeghai's Revenant gear. So one quick look at this. Oh, this is the character we want to be on as well. So this is like my crafting character. The only disciplines that this character doesn't have are Jeweler, Artificer, and Scribe. They're all on Liss. Because Liss used those as she leveled originally. And then I put Scribe on her too. I think I recall WP trolled World vs. World once with an insane tanky scrapper build that dealt no damage but was basically unkillable. I wouldn't say trolled. I wasn't trolling on that build. That was just a support scrapper. Yeah, that was pretty much unkillable. But, you know, it healed people up. And so if you're going to, like, if you've got a couple of friends and you go into World vs. World, World vs. World is crap. It's so bad. You're just going to wander around and then some longbow ranger is going to stand on a wall and, like, sick'em rapid fire you or something. And you're not going to be able to do anything. So you run around on a scrapper like that and you just support the shit out of people. And they can play any build they like and the scrapper will keep them alive and stealth them to where they want to go. And yeah, it's easy peasy. Scrapper's really fun in World vs. World for that. For like roaming and just playing with a couple of friends. It's a class that enables you to actually mess about with builds and enjoy yourself. You know. It lets you play a glass staff Ellie and wander around reasonably comfortably because the scrapper can just have you covered. Can just make sure that, you know, anything too dangerous doesn't occur. So here we go. I've got 2 of them now. Oh, I've got 3 of them. I've got the axe, the mist cleaver, the recipe. I have the hammer, the mist breaker. By the way, the icons for these look awesome. And then the mace down here, the mist render. Check these out, right? Ascended quality. So being ascended quality, each is going to require a vision crystal. Which I can do. I got 19 ingots, stars, 34 bricks. I'm fine with these. I can do the vision crystals. I can make 3 of those. There's another recipe as well we need from Zeghai of the Lost. I'll preview these for you guys as well. They're just the Revenant set, right? So you can see like the cool fiery effect in there. These might not look very impressive to you guys now. but particularly before Heart of Thorns came out. I'll tell you what, I actually, I'm fortunate enough to have played with these before, because I was at the original Heart of Thorns press beta stuff events. Look at the axe. The axe is pretty good. That's a pretty nice axe, right? And I played the earliest versions of Rev, when the UI mastery was all different, and so I actually have had control of these before, but just not on this account, and not for many years. So yeah, this is pretty nice. So Delgamore Steel Blade, I could build. The Haft, I could build. And I could buy an August Stone. What about the Revenant Inscription, though? I would buy an Anthology of Heroes. Now, if I do that, I can't. But if I just buy this off the TP. So, for the price of 35 gold, an August Stone and an Anthology, I can pick up the axe. So, let's finish off today's Master Stream with this. And then I'll figure out the other ones soon enough. Yeah, what I'm talking about is back when it didn't have weapon swap, indeed. Yeah, actually. Let's see, Miani. Give me an Anthology. You may as well give me all 3 of these. I'll make all 3 of them now. The ones we care about anyway. It's not like you use anything but sword anyway. Well, there's a sword too. I just don't have the recipe. I haven't seen Zeghai of the Lost. Zeghai is... Oh no, he's not back on Tyria yet. But he'll be back on Tyria in 15 minutes, and then he'll have a new recipe. So the cleaver... Oh, I want to go to the TP. This didn't have to cost me 35 gold either. This could have cost me a little bit less if I put in a buy order, but in the interests of going quick. Oh, wait, what? There is no sword, it's just those 3? Really? So I just got super lucky there with the last one? Oh, really?
I pray to the spirits. They rarely answer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. I get what you guys are going on about in chat then. It was saying, oh, it would be cool if there was a whole set. Yeah, there should be a sword. A sword in this style would look epic, wouldn't it? I'd love a sword in this style. This is probably one of the coolest looking axes in the game to me. Look at this. This is exactly up my shit. This looks like Daedric or something. This is awesome. All right, so the Revenant Inscription. Weird item, really, if you think about it. A very strange item. I wonder how they assigned the icon to it. We get the Axe Blade. They barely made those 3 weapons 2 years after Heart of Thorns. No. They didn't make them 2 years after Heart of Thorns. They just implemented them 2 years after. They'd already been made. And hey, look. If it was put on the Gemstore team, I'm sure they have the resources to do it. The Riftstalker Talon is kind of Revenant-y. Well, I like Ebb and Flow, to be honest. Those are pretty cool. So here we go, the Mist Cleaver. And I'm guessing that this is now fully stat selectable too. With the new update. Isn't this like a really fucking awesome way of getting a Ascended Axe now? Of any stat you care about? Oh no, they never updated this one. So these are the Revenant stats, guys. Celestial, Crusader, Trailblazer. Ooh. I never would have known. So there you have it, the Mist Cleaver. Beautiful. It's cool though. I do like it. And maybe I'll put it on a rev at some point. Well, that's another skin. And we climb ever forwards to finishing all this stuff off. What's my best section now? I still can't show you guys the overlays because still haven't finished out. I think Focus is the one I have most of still at this point. As far as Focus is concerned, I got 161 different Focus skins. Sword is very close at 159. Shield is very close at 155. But yeah, I got 160 different foci out of 200. There's 200 different foci in Guild Wars 2 now. Look at all these skins. Look at all this stuff we've got. Are there any skins you can't get WP? Yeah, there are actually some bugged skins. There are some skins that are completely impossible. And maybe we'll get to those later. I think one of the Ebonhawk weapon set is not in the game. It's just not purchasable. I think it's one of the underwater ones or something. Yeah, like, for example, tridents. I pretty much do have all the tridents in the game that are possible, with the exception of some very pricey things. So the Chaos Trident, I could buy on the TP, but it's super pricey, so I can't. The Guild Trident, obviously, we've got the whole guild thing to do. This here, this Hawk Trident, that's impossible to get. It's broken, the acquisition's gone. That one's from World vs. World. This is super pricey. Also World vs. World. Took what all? I don't know what this is. Is this new? Shaman's Vision? That might be new. Where's my preview? Why isn't it previewing? I don't know. Anyway, oh, there you go. This is it. Is this new? I'm not sure. Maybe this one was bugged as well or something. But this one definitely is. This Hawk Trident. No, Rod, it's 11. I've got to go. So, yeah, guys, thanks very much for watching, Master. I'll be back tomorrow, same time. Let me just very quickly go have a look over at Stream Elements. I don't think anyone donated or anything, did they? We haven't had any for a few days. Maybe a little bit worrying, or I don't know. But we'll see. Thanks so much for that skin, Ratchy. That was really, really lovely of you in-game there. And the Choya Pinata as well. That's really awesome, guys. So, Pokefreak with the sub about 40 minutes ago. Thank you. Mad Minds with a sub about 2 hours ago as well. That's all we got today. But thank you, guys. That was really, really lovely. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a nice day. And I'll see you for another one tomorrow morning. See you there.